caught in the crossfire. Was caught in the
Breaking news on MANN Cinema Reviews.
I have my own YouTube channel. My dad will link it down in the description, and you can check it out, Peter's Pokedex. And if you're interested in Pokemon, that's the channel you can go to on everything Pokemon.
Now let's get to this review, everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to a new episode of
MANN
MANN Cinema Reviews. Thank you very much for choosing MANN Cinema Reviews. Go ahead, press
Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you know when a new review is posted.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Thank you, son. Tell the folks at home what we're reviewing today.
Spider-Man? No. Wait,
You know that guy Spider-Man? He's everywhere. He's right there. Right here. He's right here. Spider-Man is everywhere, and this is his latest film, No Way Home. It takes place right after the events of Far From Home. Everybody knows the identity of Spider-Man, and that is Peter Parker.
Because Mysterio
Reveals it.
Yeah, he reveals it
for the world to see. And now Peter Parker is just bombarded with everybody knowing who he is. So he wants to create a universe where that can happen. No one knows who Spider-Man is except for Ned and MJ, right?
But then he messes up the spell and he split up every single dimension of Spider-Man.
Which introduces the multiverse, thanks to Doctor Strange's spell. That goes terribly wrong.
Yeah, it goes terribly wrong.
But I think that's why I liked the movie. That's why I liked about the movie.
You say
Before we get into it, I just want to let you know, if you have yet to see the movie, I'll go ahead and pause, step away from the video for a little bit, and we'll give you a little bit of time. Wasn't that a great movie? All right, so Sam, what did you like about this movie?
I like that they brought.
Tell them the good news.
I like that.
This is the multiverse, so what do we got?
They brought Tobey Maguire
and Andrew Garfield, the previous actors that played
Spider-Man.
And the way that they do that, how did that come to be?
Because he managed to have the Mysterio ring, and he says, "Find Peter," and then there's a Peter looking
Mysterio
around.
Ring. I think that is Doctor Strange's ring. But yeah, he opens portals like Doctor Strange does, and they're looking for Peter.
But it's not the real Peter because
different
Peters
from different
dimensions.
Yes. So we have Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, and along with them two, we have their rogue gallery of villains. Who do we got in this film, Peter Man?
We got Electro, we got Green Goblin, we got
Lizard,
Doc Ock,
Sandman, and so what the Peters have to do is they have to band together in order to capture them. But at first, I think Peter is trying to help them, right?
Because
trying to cure them.
Yeah, because
Because why? Because if they do go back to the universe, they could possibly die. That's right. And Peter doesn't want. Tom Holland's Peter Parker doesn't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he wants.
Because Doctor Strange says it's their fate.
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't like that.
Right. So, being the pragmatic Peter Parker that Tom Holland's Peter Parker is, he wants to help these troubled men. And it's with the help of Ned and MJ.
That watch the people and make sure they don't escape from their cages.
That's right.
Because they put them in cages. But the first
glass
one,
cage.
but the first one that they cure is Doc Ock, which was
That's right.
almost.
Alfred Molina reprises his role as Doc Ock.
Yeah. So this is basically probably the best movie of the year in 2021.
That's a bold statement right there, son. I think you're right, though. I think consensus is growing that this is one of the best, not only MCU, but Spider-Man in the series.
Yeah.
You could argue that Spider-Man 2 is still better, but I'm going to go ahead and say that this is the best Spider-Man in town. And with that, did you have any criticisms? Is there anything that you had drawbacks on? Anything you would change? Like Peter's trying to change with the Doctor Strange's spell? Would you go back and change anything?
No.
What I like about this film too is John Watts retains the magic of youth. You know, Peter's still going through regular problems. MJ and Ned are trying to get in the same school as Peter, right? And things aren't happening because they're associated with Peter. You know,
because they're friends with Peter, and they think Peter's a murderer.
That's right. General consensus is that people still are on the side of Mysterio, that he was a good guy. And some people side with Spider-Man, some people side with Mysterio. And that creates bigger conflict.
Because they don't agree what they have. They mostly have Mysterio's side because he thought he's
great at manipulating people, right?
Yeah.
He's the one that revealed who Spider-Man is.
And that made his life even harder.
He died a martyr. And so I think that it just confuses Peter. There's just conflicts with him and Aunt May and Happy. I think that this film is just building on its lore. It's doing great things. It's also trying to get Andrew Garfield back in the game for Sony. People want an Amazing Spider-Man 3, right? It's great that Tobey Maguire came back. That was a shock to me. When you saw Tobey Maguire come stepping out of the shadows, I was losing my mind in the theater. I was embarrassed for myself, for my son, because I was acting like the ultimate fanboy. And it's great. I mean, if you are a fan of these Spider-Man films, you're going to get wrapped up in all that this film has to offer you. Everybody is just bringing the goods, and it happens to be one of my favorite movies of the year. And it seems like it happens to be one of my son's favorite movies of the year. What are we going to rate it? You want to go ahead with the rating already?
When you say my rating, I say your rating.
Okay, my son's going to get a 10 out of 10. Which equates into a 5 out of 5. What am I going to give it?
A 5 out of 5.
That's right, folks. We are both in agreement that this is one of the best films of the year, and I think you should go see it. Don't take my word for it. Don't take his word for it. Go ahead. Listen to everybody. They're talking. Streets are talking. It's making big bucks. It's smashing the box office right now, and it's going to continue on to the Christmas and New Year's holiday weekends. Go ahead and continue to support both of our channels, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.